Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another daily briefing. And yeah, just to start off, man, shout out to we've got 18 people here at London session. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to everyone who's joined the call. Want to see what the analysis is for today. Because yeah, people do want to know what's going on with gold. I woke up and I was just like, damn, bro, freaking out. My sell got closed out here, and there was a reason for that. Obviously, we have a invalidation zone at 58. So if I'm going to remove these red lines here, just so you can see where we are, we had actually I'll keep that one. We had a double top created, obviously at these two yellow circles that are marked here, and then price spiked that, came back down. So we had a 60 pip move back down here. So again, well done if you caught some profits, because we got into profit, we took partials, secured the entry, and then just let it run. Obviously there was a possibility it could come back down here for it to do something like that. That's what I was looking for, but you can see that price basically just went up, broke that level Asian session, and then London session 58 was broken. Well, early London, this is pre-London session, and pushed up towards 63. So what I'm watching now, and it will be more of a just an analysis sort of briefing. I don't think it's usually an analysis briefing what I'm on about. I was just saying that right now I'm just pretty much waiting to see what happens at this sort of price point, because the way I've got my impulse move is if you have the trend line from there to there, this is what we were following pretty much. I think you can even no, it's kind of breaks it, right? So from this impulse move, price basically pulled up, and then you had like that breakout from below 60, and this is the time where price basically redistributed, charged back up again to then push price out of these below these lows here at 1750, and this is what sent price down towards 1730. Okay, so from this impulse move, I'm watching to see exactly what happens, and you can see we're actually getting a reaction from the sell zone. I was sort of debating to like place it, but I was like, nah, it's just the SL is like super huge and price can keep continuing up. I would like to see exactly what happens from this zone here, right, at 62, from the 60s level. If price sort of just like falls back down to 50s, then that will be my area where it's just like, okay, the sells are valid again. So I'm going to quickly define a path just so you guys sort of can see what I'm trying to see. And this could be like your impulse move, like something just to collect liquidity, and then price will come back down. Okay. If it's the other way, let's see. The way you could sort of watch gold is, 1 second, we've got there we go. Right. Okay. So the other way is when gold is sort of on an impulse move towards the upside. You have we had a buy from here. If you kept that, that would have been nice. But yeah, so price basically moved in towards this bull flag here, consolidated, went towards the top of this range here during Asian session, and then basically broke out and continued its impulse towards the upside. And you could sort of pretty much do the same thing today. If price sort of creates some sort of pullback, you could just wait for price to just charge up again and take it higher. This is sometimes the way I like to trade. I want to wait and see if any structure gets broken, right? Any of these lows get broken. If not, if they stay intact and we sort of kind of hold above the support and resistance of this 58, we could even come back to 58 here, right? So if we come back to 58 during London session, it wouldn't be bad to see what price does around this area, right? And see if price holds here. And if it does, you could use that as a position to basically keep taking price up at the moment, because it's still in its impulse phase. What you could do is you could use the previous lows as SLs, okay? Because you know that if structure does start to break, you want to kind of get out of this position and reposition yourself, okay? Pretty much what I've got for today. I'm just going to be mainly waiting and just seeing exactly what it does. because yeah, it's pretty weird. A lot of traders are still indecisive of whether it's a sell or a buy. Again, buys obviously from these areas would have been decent. We did get one from 1730, and we caught a few sells from the top here. But pretty much they wanted to keep pushing it up. Looking at higher time frame, if we do like sort of see a retracement of this move here, I don't want to see too much of a retracement, right? So you see this impulse moving back down, and we're having like a push up with like not much consolidation. Like what you'd usually get is you usually get price pushed down here. You'd get a push up, and then you get retest of that push up to fill the correction, right? And if it keeps filling liquidity and collecting as much liquidity as it can from below, this kind of shows me that, okay, price is sort of like, getting ready to like make a proper push up, if that makes sense. So right now we're just getting an initial reaction. And this is where I'm just like, okay, let's just keep watching at the moment. Let's try not to get FOMO or anything, because anytime, just wait for a news release or something. We've got that news event today. I think I still got it here. It's be good to talk about as well. This is why price could be being weird, right here. So we got this Jackson Hole thing, which is going on day one. So yeah, it's starting off today. And we also have that prelim GDP at 1:30. Basically a US session open. So this would be a good decide on what price is doing. It might be very manipulative today because we also got Powell speaking tomorrow at 3 p.m. UK time. So this is exactly what we need to watch for and see exactly how price reacts, see what we see, and kind of sort of stay on the sidelines for a bit, because we have caught a decent amount of pips so far. We don't want to just jump in trades unnecessarily. So pretty much that's all I've got for today. I want to see exactly what happens from this level. If you can hold below it and start pushing our way back down, that would be decent for sells. And it would still be valid, as no major swing high would be sort of broken. But if you do get like pullbacks and price comes back to the support level and holds, then you could use that to continue price higher, because we are sort of still in a bullish impulse phase, and this is just a retest of a broken flag. Yeah, I see Pablo just mentioned that tomorrow I will lower my risk. 100%. Let's just lower your risk to end this week off. We made decent amount of profits from the start of the week. We don't want to just sort of lose it at the end of the week and just going crazy. And this is what, once you start feeling this indecision, you're like, I'm not too sure at the moment. This is where it's like, all right, I'm just going to lower my risk. If it hits loss, it doesn't really matter because I lowered it. And you again, inside as well, you want to mentally feel positive when you're trading. You don't want to just feel like shit all the time. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Pete's awake at this time. Jump on, Pete. It's all you. Actually, I don't know if it's in the toilet.
I'm sorry, did you ask me something?
There you go, Pete. Jump on if you want. I'm done. Yeah, you can go. We basically both of us on. So
um, you wanna? How do I?
yeah, you can share your screen. I think you let me know. I can stop sharing,
Yeah, stop sharing. I got you,
and
brother.
then
I don't host disabled participant screen sharing.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, no
Share
worries.
screen. Now try it.
I don't have a lot for you guys either. It's a lot. All of my pairs are in a weird. So here we go. Here we got. Hold on one second. Let me move this out the way. Move this out the way. How's it going, everybody? Look at all of those cute little tags. So, as we know, we had attempted this last sell over here, which, on a 15-minute time frame, she really tried for us, right? She came back, she went once and she came back, and then she said, nah. All right. So, on a higher time frame, 1 hour, we have this wick to body from where you fell, right? And you're respecting it, right? You can see you close below it. So the way I trade, technically, yes, you could short this, but look, it's 3:53 in the morning US time. So for me, that's not a trade I like to take, right? However, what I would like to see from this level, or from now until, New York session, is, do we get respect for this level? or do we end up just breaking past and coming up towards 33,400, right? If we have respect for it, you guys know how to collect the entry in the momentum, right? 38%, 23%, right? Obviously we'll update y'all, if we see entries as fit. However, if you do get a solid break above this level, I would honestly call it the last wick. Maybe we'll call it 33,300, right here. I would look for a retest and a break to the upside towards this next area that we have marked out, right? Now, if y'all know me, y'all know I like to say make it make sense. Let's make it make sense. How about that? 38% right there, right? Tried to hold that little 23, didn't work, right? So try that little 38. If you want it, you got that 4-hour wick to body. Check on that daily. Daily, you just have a fat bearish candle, which leaves a lot of imbalance from here to here. So that probably wants to be corrected before we go down. Myself, I will probably be going to bed soon, right? Here's this trend line we were messing with earlier. Let's update it, see what happened, right? I like to use the most recent point, right? Most recent low, most recent. So say you watch this this hour is about to close weird, so I can't even suggest anyone trying to short it to here, but that's always a possibility. However, I don't have a great setup. I'm very bearish on this pair, and right now we're seeing bullish pullback. So that just tells me, hey, patience pays. Let's just wait a bit, see what we can get. Right? We go up to let's start on a weekly. If you don't want little analysis, this could okay. I really don't want to make this long. So do I want to delete everything or not? Let's see how fast I can do it. Right? You have this wick to body that you fell from on a weekly time frame. You have this order block that we all know about, right? I had deleted it off of my chart because it was kind of annoying, right? We had this order block though, right? If you go look back in the past, it was blue, come down to the daily, right? And it looked just like that. And then when you get back down to like 1 hour and 15, you remember, oh, I do remember dipping into it, right? Yeah. So back to daily. Just quick little analysis for y'all, right? What's the fib looking like? Right, 38 is over here, right around. We mentioned that 33, 3333 level, right? So cool, nice. Got a little fib there. Another indication of possible push to that level, right? And then, as y'all know, we had that little wick to body marked up right there. We just had the wick. Pause. The body marked up right there, right? The body, and that's 333150, right? And if you were to have that fib that I deleted, two confirmations in one, baby, right? Now, you ain't gonna be able to put a trend line that's gonna make sense. So lower time frame, nothing else to think about. Here we have a bearish order block, which y'all know I'm not a huge fan of order blocks, but if it wants to hold like a whatever, like a wonderful woman, then I will happily trade it, right? Or happily use it as a confirmation, right? We took these highs, doesn't necessarily mean we're bullish, right? We need a strong continuation up or that strong pullback down and then continuation up. So technically, this is a sell zone. Am I trying to sell it right now? No, I'm not. That's why I said I don't have much for y'all. I just wanted to give y'all this quick little analysis as if I didn't have anything. So with US30, what I'd be doing right now, I would be trying to see, is this level going to hold as a resistance and push you down? Or are we just going to see a nice little right? Because that's how I'd be looking at it, right? If we were to get that bullish volatility volume, however you want to call it, above, we'll call it 3380, I would look for a retest at this level, right? It's a sell level. If y'all in the family, if you're not in the family, you need to hit that link in the bio of this video and join the family, right? As soon as we get that body above here, we're going to make that purple for a break, retest, resumption, right? But for now, it's a sell, right? So that's how you get that area. And with this current uh, volume, it's telling me that, hey, people are exiting their sells, right? Us included, right? We have sells from all the way up here. So, our 1,000 pip sells, people profit taking from a weekly level, a weekly order block, it's going to give you a little bit of pullback, right? Is it going to give you a little bit? Hashtag Andrew Tate, a little bit. Or are we going to get a nice longer term pullback towards 618, which is already marked off by a orange line, which we had just defined a couple minutes ago, right? 2 confirmations in one. You could add a third by saying, oh my God, look at all that. Look at all that support. This price is supported by here, right? And then you broke it. And then with this little gap, you kept it, right? The FF family knows initially I had that gap marked up, right? And then early in the week, I said you can come to the corner or the corner and sell. We came to the corner and we sold, right? That's still a selling target. Now, why would 786 still be a selling target? Well, look right here. Obviously, we're going to adjust this box. 1, 2, 3. 3 times where all you did was push down, right? I take that as a consolidation, right? It comes right after a bearish move. So let's just try and make it, I don't want to say as tight as we can, but let's just mark it up a lot tighter. Cool. That's on that 1 hour. Let's go down to that 30-minute. Always got to do that top-down analysis, right? So we can see a little bit of lollygagging here, but ain't no price action that tells us straight up to hop in to sell. So that tells me, hey, patience pays. Wait a little while. Now, if someone were to get a sell, if someone were to sell, I would definitely be concentrating on this current support resistance that we just broke above, right? You have a ginormous body right here. And as I tell y'all, when you're looking at support and resistance, you want a body clear below it and wicks touching it, right? Now let's pull her over and see how well in the most recent time that has held up, right? What do we have? Body straight through, wick, 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 body, wick, 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 body, body, wick, body, right? Cool. Nice little support resistance area defined by current price action. Holds up for past price action. If she would let me grab her, I'd pull her back over. It doesn't matter though. So look, I know I might be going a little fast for you guys. I know I might be confusing you guys a little bit, but this area is still a buy level, right? Because of the fact that this was the previous lower high, right? Right. You have a low. I don't want to keep saying it, but look, here's your structure, right? You break that low. Yeah, you broke higher here. Fine, whatever. But then you broke back lower, right? It's supposed to be connected to here, but it's magnet, right? And then you have your little pullback, your little down. And then this is where you start to make that reversal, right? At least as it's seeming now, right? You can even say you have a head right here, a shoulder, and a shoulder. Let's see if we have that on a higher time frame, maybe 4 hour. No. So no good head and shoulders that anyone could have traded. So therefore, no one should get upset. However, at a selling zone, I don't recommend selling from here due to what I said. I unconfident at this time of day. However, this area, I'd look to get active. Can we get a fib, right? There's 2 ways I put fibs, from the bottom to the top. Therefore, you have 38, right? Or from that most recent pullback, right? You had a new high, you pulled back. And there you have 50% with 38 above it, right? So, make it make sense. If you can get 2 fibs to match up, a longer term and a shorter term, that's even better, right? Now, I'm not a big fan of trend lines. Y'all know that. But there would be a third, possibly fourth confirmation, depending on how you're counting. So that's essentially what I'm looking at. So there you go. Take a little screenshot. Send that in the analysis for everybody. And boom, right? Either we make some money or we don't, right? You don't always have to be right. And you don't always have to enter that trade. I will be honest, though. I forgot to add one thing, that if you do break heavily below this level, you could expect us to come back down low, and there might be a retest in there. I don't know. I'm going to get off of this chart, and I'm going to show y'all my TVC one, since it's gold. Golf, apparently. So here's my gold chart. I had sent to waste this earlier, right? So this is a weekly channel, right? There you go, right? Connection, and then connection to the most recent low, right? Cool. Come down to the daily, top-down analysis, as always, baby. So this was initially a blue box, right? Because wick to buy, and you did get some nice little rejections off of it. That's always down for a counter trend trade, a CTT. Do we always take them? No, not always. Sometimes, right? Now, as soon as you broke below it, you'd change that to purple, right? Because you'd expect a break, retest, resumption. What did you get? You got a break, you got a retest, and you got a resumption. Where did that come from? Oh, the prior wick to body. Oh, I get it, right? Even then, say that was blue, as it would have been as you're coming down to it, right? I'm just recapping for y'all real quick, right? You would have been able to buy that back up to here, and then hopefully you would have gotten out and sold down. So how am I feeling about this pair right now? I feel like I have no idea, right? Reason being is we've already broken above 38. We've already broken over this wick, this body, and too much pressure above 1762 tells me, right, based on past price action here, and I call it here because you have the body that breaks you above. That's really when you start to target anywhere from 1774, which is already a level based on price action, right? You see right here with that wick, and then you fill down, and then I call it 1785, right? This little wick, and then you broke above it, and then you see that you have support and resistance right there, right? Resistance and a little bit of support, right? You see, right? Wick, body above, body below, body above, wick, 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 body below, can't break it, right? So with gold, I'm very interested to see how I wake up in the morning. How is, let's see what time, it's 4 o'clock already. So it's chances are that London's move was a bullish move, right? We already have a $12 day. Now, are we gonna, we could still reject 38 if I'm gonna be honest, but it's very, very improbable. 50%, I really only like using on sub 1 hour time frames, 1 hour or less. That tells me the 618 is what I should be targeting. If you're a member of the FF family, you know that I say, in addition to the big psychological numbers, you got other numbers. We'll start with 1,000, 1,000, 1,020, 1,035, 1,050, 1,070, 1,082, 1,100, right? Now, if you were going to relate that to here, just based off of that principle right here, you were holding 1,800 key level. You broke below it, and where did you go? Straight to 1835. Consolidation, straight to an 82, right? A number I said, psychological number I said. After that, where'd you go? Right back to where you broke, right? This will make sense in a second, right? Now, couldn't break above 1,800 even with CPI, even with a new week. If y'all didn't know, we sold that. I didn't sell it, but Mr. What's the
Cam.
best name I can call him? Mr. Awesome King Awais had called that sell, right? And as you can see, wick to buy. And what did you do? Oh yeah, you tapped into the wick to buy, right? And he had a whole different analysis than I did, but that's why we was looking to sell. trying to go as quick as I can, right? So back down. So too much pressure above this box right here, which we already kind of have, tells me we're going to come for here. It's late in the week. We've already made a lot of pips. So begs the question, does one want to get involved or not, right? And my answer is simple. If it makes sense, I will. Meaning, for right now, my analysis, don't think about what a waste said. My analysis is, look, we broke above it real quick, right? Here's how I would make a fib, either from the bottom to the top or from, you see how you have this consolidation before our new high? Use the low of the consolidation to whatever your high is. And on that one, I'd look for 38, right? Because it's a shorter term. So, you have that possibility that you come back down and up, right? Bounce off that little trend line and up. Or you don't have no pullback. You come towards this long-term trend line and you would sell it down, right? Too much pressure above the trend line and the liquidity area, right? It would just, we'll call it 1775.75, that line. Too much pressure above there, I'll call it 30 pips. So 75, I'll call it 20 pips. I'll call it whatever 1778 is, honestly. I think that's a little bit more. Too much pressure above there, we're going to come back up to this level, right? You see how I'm just using past levels? I'm saying if we have too much pressure above here, we're going to push here. Too much pressure in same zone, push right back up to where I said, and 1780, right? Just like, I'm not going to get into it too much with y'all. But that's how I'm feeling on gold. I know that was a very, very long analysis, but what I'm trying to say is I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. I have my zones marked out, a sell zone, a buy zone. If I'm able to capitalize on it, I will. If not, I'll wait. US30. So did I already go over this?
Yeah, you already went over US30. I think
Oh,
that's all we have.
Christ.
Pretty much we have time for that and that.
I'll go over this real quick. So GJ, we had a lot of nice sells. I know that we had in here somewhere, we had a sell that went awry. It might have even been right here. All I'm trying to say is I know y'all see, if y'all on YouTube, y'all see 3 wins. There was at least 2 losses here that were 10 to 20 pip losses. Don't think I always win. I don't. All right. I deleted them so people wouldn't get confused. Who cares? So this is a quick little 4-hour high that I have marked off. And look at this, right? 4 hours is not able to break higher than that. Oh my goodness. And it's bouncing off of 786. Oh my goodness. Don't you think it might go down further? I do, right? You have this little wick to body, but I'm just going to take it to the low, right? Wick to body from where you pushed up from a level that we've been had marked out because it's a daily zone. So with that being said, to make everything short, I think we're going to come down and then either reject pretty hard like every other time or reject kind of softly and finally start coming down, right? It don't matter to me because if someone got a valid sell here, right, and they were taking it down to here, right, 60 pips. No one's complaining about 60 pips, right? Now, let me get rid of this because it's kind of ugly. Now, this right here, if you were to have a lot of volume above this level right here, and above this level too, that's where I would say, all right, we have a change in trend, and we should be looking to buy a retest, right? It's very simple for me, right? That's as simple as I can make it, and that's exactly how I trade. So, if we don't meet any of those qualifications, we just wait. So, hopefully you guys understand that. If not, and you're from YouTube, maybe you need to hit the link in the bio and join the Forex Funded family, because I know for a fact that all of our Forex Funded family members, I know they understand every single word I said. And if they didn't, you know what they're going to do? They're going to message us and they're going to ask, can I have some help? Right? Because that's what real mentors do. So
We got them.
real mentors hit up me in a waste Forex Funded on Instagram. I'm gonna turn it over to Oasis. He might have some things to say.
No, you pretty much went over everything. I think, yeah, we'll not waste these guys' time.
Yep. We
Yeah,
don't
these
do
guys
that
got
over
busy
here.
days. That's it. We just keep it nice and short, say what we got to say, and then we
As short
catch
as
you up.
possible, right? Y'all want to learn. It can't be 5-second analysis. Let's be real.
Yep.
Short as we can, but that's always our goal is make y'all
And
money
those
while
are
y'all learn.
our main pairs. Yeah, just if
Those
you,
are our main
yeah,
pairs. If
100%.
y'all want to see how much money we've been making this week, check the Instagram.
That's it.
It's well over 1,500 pips profit this week. We got some amazing scalps. I'm sorry, amazing entries. Not even scalps, just amazing entries. Snipers. Honestly, by Mr. Oasis, right? We had this really nice sell earlier on gold, right? I mean, I'm sorry, I just need to talk about it real quick.
We've
We had
got
this
4 minutes.
really nice 55 sell right here. Called it out about 2-3 hours in advance. We got it, right? It didn't give us exactly what we wanted, but you know what? No one's complaining because a 50 to 80 pip profit, that's going to pay the bills every day.
100%. And was called on the free channel as well. But hope you enjoyed. Obviously, yeah, gold is my baby, as Pablo said. Yeah, I'm trying to, I'm definitely adopted gold.
Y'all know
100%.
US30 is my baby. Y'all know.
Yeah. Okay. We're only just getting started. I think we'll just leave it there. I'm gonna
Only just
upload this
getting
on YouTube.
started, so you better
Guys,
join us
again,
before that price goes up. You
for
never know.
others in this Zoom, you guys can share this to anyone you know, see what they think, see if they like the way we teach. Oh, this is just analysis as well. I've got a whole freaking education. So Goldfinger,
They
that's
was
me.
saying they was messaging a lot in chat always.
I know. Yeah. Oh no, they were just, yeah,
I
they were
didn't
just,
realize that until now.
it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. It's nothing major. I
Oh
was
well, oh
watching.
well. Join the team. Check the links in the bio. Join the team. Come win with us or don't. I don't care. We don't need your money. We make a lot of money. Y'all want to make a lot of money? Come fuck with the team.
That's it. Oh wait, you swore, man. Damn it, we're gonna
Hey
have to end
man.
it there. I'm
It's
out.
going on your YouTube. I forgot.
Peace. Yeah. Peace out, guys.